Today we'll be performing an SSD upgrade. There are many reasons to perform an SSD upgrade. This PC in particular has a faulty hard drive, as we'll see here. So the easiest way to diagnose a faulty hard drive is how long it takes the PC to start up. And as we can see here, it's taking a very long time. A very long time. The reason this is taking so long is because conventional hard drives use spinning disks with read and write heads and are very much designed like a vinyl player. An SSD has no moving parts, much like a USB flash drive, and so are not prone to mechanical wear like older hard drives. I've actually written a blog post on this which I'll link in the description. Another sign of a failing hard drive is a crunching sound coming from your tower. It'll sound a little bit like this. So the first thing we want to do is clone the data from the existing hard drive to the SSD. There's a couple of ways to do this. One method is to connect the SSD to the tower. If you don't have any spare connectors, you can use the ones from the CD-ROM drive. For this method, we simply boot from our existing hard drive and then clone the data to the SSD from the Windows partition. Another method, and the one I'm using here today, is to take both drives out of the tower and place them into a caddy. The benefit of this method is that we can retrieve the user data in the event there is too much data corruption on the hard drive to perform a clone. We can see the original drive with all data intact, but we're not able to see the SSD. This is fairly common with new drives, so we may have to format the drive first. You can use the diskpart utility in command prompt to double check the disk numbers. This utility can also be used to clean and format the drive, but for ease of use I'll just continue using disk management. We simply right click on the partition and create a new simple volume. Keep all the options default, and if you wish you can set the label to SSD. Once the drive has been formatted, you'll see it appear in Windows Explorer. Windows 10 will make this extra obvious. There are many different types of clone software available. I typically use Paragon Hard Disk Manager simply because in my experience it has a low failure rate and it's very easy to use. In Paragon we select the drive copy option. Next we select the disk we want to copy. I know from looking at the model numbers the ST500 is the Seagate drive I want to copy. If you're unsure, double check the diskpart utility in Windows Explorer. After selecting the source disk, we choose Copy this disk. It will perform some checks on the drive. Now we choose the target to migrate to. In this case it'll be the SSD. And once again, from looking at the model numbers, I know the CT500 is the SSD drive. Once again, if you're uncertain, double check, because whatever disk you pick here is going to be overridden. As both the source and target disks are the same size, we can leave these options default. Untick the box for simulation mode and click Finish. This process can take many hours and depends on the size of the drive and the integrity of the data. The hard drive caddy is a good way to check if there's still data transfer between the drives. If you get any errors, most of the time hitting retry will get past them. If not, the data may be too corrupted to perform the clone operation. All that's left to do now is install the SSD in the tower. Let's power the PC on and see how much faster it is. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please do hit the like button and I'll see you next time.